Okay. Oh, it popped up. Well, first, I want to thank everyone that was able to get on. I know we're all like super busy. I know I'm like at my parents' house right now while they're watching the baby for me, so I could come up in the quiet before I went home. Um, but I just want to let everyone know, like, you're doing an amazing job. Like, it's the last couple days, so things definitely get crazy. Those are like pushing for a promotion. No, we have several promoting this month, but keep staying positive. You know, even if people are still saying no, you're still planting those seeds. Like, they may come a month or two later, but you're still planting those seeds. I know a lot of people, some people are coming to me saying that they're trying to build their volume, but nothing's working. When you say nothing's working, try a different approach. If you are messaging people and that's not working, try a different approach. Maybe go like face to face when you're out in public, or meet up with somebody. Do like a play date, a lunch date, get face to face with people. Like, I know Chelsea's out right now, like doing a party. Those are huge. I know Joanna does a lot of the parties, and they've been really good for her. And never ever compare yourself to other people. Everyone's at a different spot. Everyone started at a different time. Everyone has different things going on in their life. Someone you may see who may be promoting very fast, maybe they're not going to maintain. You want to build a strong team. You don't want to just sign people that aren't going to work, because you're going to end up doing all the work for them. And like, what's the point of that? You want to build people that are going to work, so you don't have to do all the work. So definitely try to build a strong team. If you know somebody's going to be like a rock star, tell them you want them on your team. That confidence will go a long ways, I guarantee you. Even if you maybe don't have the most confidence, like telling somebody like that, just be blunt. Like, be like, I want you on my team. I think you'd be amazing. This would be perfect for you. Let's see. Have a story. Definitely tell your story. Everybody has a why. Get that out there. Like, tell your story. Like, I tell mine all the time. Like, I'll post like a picture of Mason or something and be like, this is why I'm doing this. Or because if it works, I'm able to stay home with him. Tell your story all the time. Tell why you joined. I joined so I could stay home more, and I was able to do that. I only work part-time now instead of full-time. In the next couple months, I plan on quitting altogether. I know when I first joined, like, I joined in January, I said by December, I'm going to be a diamond. I ended up going diamond in May. So like, I went diamond in 5 months. So I think just having that, that confidence goes a long way. I know I had like a check. It was like an It Works check. And I actually wrote on there like my name, and I put like the 1900, because that's the average of a diamond. I put that on there. I was like, this will be my paycheck come December. Keep that in your head. Like, tell yourself, like, if you want to go Ruby, like this month, tell yourself, I am Ruby. If you want to go executive next month, tell yourself, I am executive. Like, tell yourself that, tell other people that. A lot of times when you first join, like, people are like, well, how much money are you making? I would always say, well, next month, this is what I'm going to be making. Like, don't say, I might make this. Well, if I promote, I'll make this. No. Like, you're going to promote. Tell yourself you're going to promote, work hard, and do it. Having that confidence goes a long way. Reaching out to people. Reaching out to people is huge. You will not be successful just by posting on Facebook. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, you have to reach out. Posting on Facebook isn't even half of the work that you need to do. In the beginning, I know I was messaging like 10 to 20 people a day. Like, every single day, I was building those new relationships, even following up with people. If they weren't ready to order, I was still talking to them. Even just about their kids, you know, like people's pictures, comment, build those relationships with them, and then reach out to them. If you want them on your team, tell them you want them on your team. I know I did that with a few people like on here right now. We all get no's. We all get ignored. We all get no's. We all get told, not right now, or I'll do it later. If they don't tell you no, I'm not interested, then keep them on your potential list. Keep a list of your potential distributors and your potential customers. That comes in handy like Fridays, where you can follow up Fridays, because most people get paid on Fridays. You can start following up with people. And you're not bugging them. Don't think of it as bugging somebody. You're offering something that's going to change their life. If you have them as a potential distributor, just think like you're potentially changing their life. You're going to help them have more of an income. And think about why you first started. The person that you joined with, what was it that they posted, said, or did that really intrigued you about the business? For me, that was, I watched Chelsea for a long time, for like 5 or 6 months, and she would always post what she was going to pay with her commission check. So I always try to recreate that, because that's what really intrigued me about the business. So that's what I want to recreate, because it works for me. So that's what I want to do for other people. If you're going to pay, say, your electric bill with your commission, and post that, say, I'm going to pay my electric bill with my commission this month. It'll go a long ways. If you're paying things off, if you're going to spoil yourself with something, if you're going to go on a trip, whatever it may be, post that. Tell people that's what you're going to do with your money that month. Just from, being on Facebook. Let's see. I did want to ask, is there anybody on here that has done parties? Like the, like face-to-face parties? I know Joanna has. Has anybody else done one? I can't see all of you. I'm like scrolling. Nobody? Joanna, can you talk a little bit about that? Like what you do and why it works for you?
Yes. So when I felt like I was stuck and I felt like I had messaged people till I was blue in the face and followed up with people till I was blue in the face and I wasn't getting anywhere, I remember Chelsea saying, if what you're doing isn't working, do something different. So that's when I decided to do something different and start getting face-to-face with people if I could. So I reached out to some friends of mine that do things like Scentsy, Unique, stuff like that. And I was like, hey, look, I'll have a party for you if you'll have a party for me. And they were like, absolutely, let's set it up. So that was an easy way to get the party set up. And I signed 6 loyal customers in 1 week when I had 2 parties. It was like so simple, I couldn't believe it. A lot of people just really like face-to-face interaction, and as long as you're confident and you know your products, you'll do really, really well with parties. And one of them was like super duper laid back. Like there was no flow to it. There was no nothing. There was like 5 or 6 girls, and we literally just laughed and talked, and they drank beer, and we had a blast, and I signed loyal customers, and I sold wraps.
And that's something you can take your kids to. Like you're taking your kids with you. Like
there were kids running around the whole time.
That's perfect.
But yeah, I mean, there's catalogs in your kit for a reason, and there's exactly as many catalogs as there is wraps in your kit for a reason. So another thing you can do, like especially if you have wrap rewards, is spend the $26.75 and get a box of wraps and use that to wrap people. And just, if you know of a potential, like if you've had giveaways in the past and you know all the people in your head on your friends list that have been interested in those wraps, message them and be like, look, do you want to try a wrap, and give it to them discounted, $15, $20, whatever. You're still making a profit because you've only invested $26.75 in one box. So if you can get 4 people, say, hey, look, I'll come over and wrap you, and just do a one-on-one, wrap them and bring them a catalog and let them look at a catalog and tell them about other products while you're there. You're going to spend 30 minutes and you're probably going to get a loyal customer just getting face-to-face with someone. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in September, is I'm going to be getting face-to-face and trying to do at least one-on-ones, if not more parties. Because that's what I have found works better for me.
And that's something I don't do a lot, but I definitely want to start doing a little more. My schedule tends to be a little crazy sometimes, and that's just an excuse. That's what I want to go over too, is like everybody, don't let your why become your excuse. If you have kids, do not use them as an excuse to not do something. That's your why. That's why you're doing it in the first place. Don't say I can't do a party because I have a kid. Like, take your kid with you. Like, you can do it. You're doing it for them to begin with. So let them be involved. Also, I was fixing to say something. I lost my train of thought. What are some of the excuses that y'all have from potential distributors? Like, what's holding you back? What's some things that y'all have came in like in contact with, encountered so far? Anybody?
Not enough money, not enough time, too much going on.
What do you say to them?
I mean, if it's something you want, you can make time. I mean, everybody has a lot of stuff going on. For instance, I mean, I'm driving down the road right now. You know, of course, I'm Bluetoothed in, so I'm talking to you guys. But everybody can make time. If it's something you want, you can make time, and I just let them know that.
Yeah, I always say like you make time for what's priority. Or there's like a saying, like it's priority, you'll make time for it or something.
Yeah, that's mainly what I mean. Everybody that I've spoke to so far, that's what I get from them. That or they don't have the money. And when it comes to not having the money, it's kind of like, well, if it's something you want and it's something that you know that you can do, you would spend the money on it because you waste money on other stuff.
Oh, exactly. Like I get that all the time. Like they say they don't have the money. Yeah, I tried. Like we were going out of town, so I was trying to find somebody to watch my dog. So I posted on Facebook a picture of my dog and said, "Where are my gals that don't have the money for their starter kit? Like watch my dog and I'll pay your starter kit." I didn't get one person. So you know that's just an excuse. Like they're literally just using that as an excuse. So just try to approach them maybe in a, since that way is not working. They have the money stuck in their head maybe or something else. I know a lot of times, like when you have somebody asking about a product, like say, I heard this like on a watching a, I think it was Jade Hooper had said it. If somebody messages you about like the stretch mark cream, they want to know more information. In the next hour, say, make that a post. Make that stretch mark cream a post. If they're not working it right then, but they're still like asking questions about it, make it a post. They're obviously interested in it, so that'll just kind of remind them. And if they still haven't ordered in the next couple days, make another post about that. Really incorporate the products into your life. Been seeing a lot of like salesy posts. People don't want to be sold on something. They want to know how it's going to help them. They want to know how it's helping you, what you're doing with the product. So really try to just incorporate the products into your daily life, into your personal life. Show what it's doing for you. If you're not using all of the products yet, do testimonies. We have a lot of people like on the international page. Different distributors will say, well, this has helped, or this is my before and after. I think those go a long way, especially like when you can tag that person, because then the people watching, they know it's real. You know, it's not just like a Photoshop picture. Like you're tagging the person that it actually is. I know like Joanna posted before and after today. So like if I reposted that and tagged her in it, it would mean a lot more than if I just like went to Pinterest and got a picture. People are going to respond to that better because I'm actually tagging the person it came from. If you have your customers send you little, like after they get the greens, if they message you saying how they like them, how much they like them, then copy, like screenshot that and like scratch out their name and post that on Facebook unless they'll let you like tag them in it. Like post that. Like that's real life. People are really ordering, and that's what other people want to see is that how it's like how other people are using it. Does anybody have any questions? Just you can ask yourself. Any questions, or everyone's doing amazing?
Tori, I don't have a question, but I have a tip. that I want to share with everybody if they don't have any questions.
Go for it.
So one thing I've learned recently in the last probably month that I've been doing this, and I should have known it sooner, but sometimes we have those aha moments, and I had one of those this past month. So I've learned from my physical therapy background that with my patients that I was treating, especially because I look so young, I had to earn their trust because I was treating them and I was treating an injury. And so it was like a very touchy situation. Well, finances and spending money for people is a very touchy situation too. And this is a business where we have to earn their trust. So I have found that if you know what you're talking about and you know your product, like ins and outs, and you educate your potential customer about the products that they're interested in, you are more than likely going to sell them on it than if you just try to sell them on it. And I'll give you an example of that because like I had one girl message me about wraps. And basically what she said was, tell me about these wraps. I've heard mixed reviews. And then she said, some people say you gain the water weight right back. And then the last thing she said was, I just had a baby and I'm a fat ass. And so I need something. And so what I did was I first addressed her question about the wraps and I educated her on what they actually do as far as the detox process. And then I said, but really, if you're wanting to lose weight, you don't need to do the wraps right now. You need to actually do like ThermaFit and Fat Fighters. So then she was intrigued and she was like, okay, so what's that? Tell me about it. So I did. And I told her the ThermaFit, that's going to be your calorie burner, your metabolism booster. It uses natural ingredients like acai berry and capsicum fruit, which is a red pepper blend to boost your metabolism. It's going to make you burn up to 278 calories more than you already would every time you take it. And she was like, wow, like she was just blown away. And so if you can educate, if you know your products and you can educate your potentials, you're more than likely going to sell them on something than if you were to just say, hey, you need this, it's only $39 a month and you only have to do it for 3 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like instead of trying to just sell them on the loyal customer program, like sell them on the product. Because you know about it and you can educate them about it. If you can educate them, then they can trust you because they feel like you know your stuff and you know what you're talking about and you're not just some person trying to make a buck off of them, if that makes any kind of sense.
Ever just like sign them as a little customer and then never talk to them again. Like customer service, everything in this. If you know, say they order, follow up with them. Most of the time they're going to message you anyways and ask when their order is coming or when it's going to get there. But follow up with them. Ask them how their products are. If they're liking them, if maybe they're not using something right, send them the video on exactly how to wrap. So they'll know exactly what to do. If you know like their orders, like I have a calendar at I would show you, but it's at my house. All of my customers and when their order ships. So like a couple days before that, when they can still edit their order on what's going to ship, I'll actually message them and say, hey, your order's going to ship on the 3rd. Is there anything you want to change or I can help you edit your order now, your auto shipment? Customer service is huge and it's going to keep them a lot longer. A lot of people don't know how many products there actually are. So let them know about different things. If you listen to people talk, they'll always tell you their problems. That is one thing. People, they want to talk about themselves. So they'll tell you their problems. They'll tell you in a roundabout way what exactly they want. I listen to people all the time, like especially if I message somebody new, I'll just be like, hey, how are you? They'll say, well, I've been stressed about this. I'm like, oh, in my head, I automatically have a product in my mind for them. Listen to them a little bit more. They're going to tell you even a little bit more. So I always just have in the back of my head what product I would help can actually help them. I'm not just trying to sell them on a product. Like it's going to help them. They've already told me their problem. So don't just forget about them because customer service is everything. You'll lose customers real fast that way. And be sure we're checking the downline orders. If you don't know how to do that, In your e-suite, you'll go to reports and then downline orders, and you'll see everybody's shipment. If you have declined cards, you're not going to get paid commission off of that. So you need to just contact that person, and usually it's just a really easy fix. It's usually, their card expired, or they got a new card or whatever. So they just need to fix that. Oh, it won't let me look. Jessica said something, but I can't see it.
We're on chat.
I can see it. The screaming baby, so I can't go audio. Lots of people, what? I've never
heard. Okay.
I'm talking to a lot of people, but I can't get a straight answer out of anyone. It's like they don't trust me. How can I go about that?
I would say just keep building that relationship. It will not happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You don't learn to completely trust someone in one day, so you can't really expect them to just meet them and then sign up the next day as a distributor. They don't trust you. That's where that building a relationship does come in. Also, add them to the team page for a sneak peek. That goes a long way. Just hearing from other people, that will go a long ways.
Also, I have a tip for distributors as far as getting distributors. And I've actually used this before, and I got it from Jocelyn Yates, because when I was in the hospital, I used to do nothing but watch videos. So one thing that I like to do sometimes with potential distributors to close them is I ask them these questions. The first question I ask them is, what would your goal be if you were to do this? Like, how much money a month would you need to make this worth your time? And usually they say, anything helps. So I'll just say, okay, well, let's just throw $500 a month out there. That's Ruby. That's easy to reach. A lot of people, that's their first goal. So we'll just say $500 a month, right? So then I ask them, so if your goal is $500 a month to help with your car payment, then is $99 worth losing $500 a month? No, that's silly, right? And then the next two questions I ask them is I say, now, what is your worst case scenario? What do you honestly think is going to happen? It's worst case scenario if you try this. And they'll tell me, like Molly, I did that with Molly, one of my first distributors. And she said, I'll be out $99. And I said, okay, let's just say worst case scenario, you're out $99, right? But what's the best case scenario? Best case scenario, you make your $500 a month, right? So which one of those means would hurt you more if you lost it? Would it hurt you more to lose $99, or would it hurt you more to lose $500 a month? And sometimes that kind of puts it in perspective for people.
Yeah, and they do get product too, which is a great thing.
I always try to tell people they have their you get that product credit now of $20. I don't know if they even send the defining gels anymore.
No, I think they run out of them a lot.
Yeah, so I tell people, I'm with your starter kit, you'll get a $20 credit on your account automatically. So they're still literally paying you to join. I mean, you're getting your box of wraps, which you resell for $25 each. That's $100. Your $20 credit, that's everything, You can use it towards product. Also, I wanted to go over if you have questions, first go to either the person who enrolled you to ask or the person you were placed under. You all work as a team, but try to go to them first and then go to your diamond leaders and then double and then triple. I mean, Tanis has a gazillion people that she works with. So I know she gets millions of questions a day. So try to go to your direct upline, the person who enrolled you or the person who you're placed under. You can always go to the person who enrolled you. That's just, you can always go to them. You may be closer with them anyways, but you can always go to them. And then go to your diamond and double and triple leaders. Because as your team starts to grow, you'll see more and more. You get lots of questions all the time from different people. So try to go to the person who enrolled you and ask them first. Tanis, do you have anything else?
Hi, guys. You know what? The biggest thing I will say, I was just talking about it earlier with one of my girls, actually a couple girls. Oh, Harley, just a second, okay, babe? The biggest thing is, honestly, I was remembering a year ago, I know some girls have been having some up and downs, and, you know, I actually had my best month this month, but it's because, you know what, I've honestly been doing this for a year and a half, so it's a little bit different. You know, I remember what last August was like for me, and I was at Diamond and I was struggling to maintain. So my volume was like, well, you know, to maintain that volume at Diamond, you need 10,000, balance. So I was struggling, and now I'm going for Presidential Diamond. So the difference from 10,000 to 100,000 volume. And that's in 1 year. So I tell girls, people are going to come and go. If you have people on your team that aren't working or being negative or complaining, don't even worry about it. It just, honestly, I had girls who came and went. I had new girls that came in, and you know what, honestly, this business is so amazing as long as you just keep positive. I mean, no one would have ever known by looking at my Facebook that I was struggling. I was in the hospital. Oh my gosh, it was awful. But you know what, I just kept fighting because I was like, you know, my biggest diamond check, you know, you can do very well. But I mean, you know, 1 year later, it's completely life-changing, you know. So my husband's going to stop working. It's just, you know, so just remember what 1 year can do. If you've been in the business only a couple months and you're not Ambassador Diamond yet, well, don't worry about it, you know. Like, not everybody's going to get to Diamond really quick. Some people might take longer to get to Ruby, but honestly, don't quit, because I know girls who have bad days and, you know, they want to quit, and I'm just like, wow, like, you know. So if you have someone on your team that's being negative, or, you know, people don't want to show up to Zooms or parties or events, and they're going to keep complaining about their business, honestly, just move on, and hopefully those people get it, but not everybody will get this. And exactly what Joanna was saying, people join people. Like, they want to trust you. My biggest thing is, and like Tori had said too, taking care of your customers is everything. I mean, you're going to get some negative people, or people that want to complain about everything, or you might not want to use the products or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, every single person is a potential. Every single person. Like, I mean, I don't go up to random people on the street and ask them to join my team. Like, I don't do stuff like that. But I will absolutely talk to everybody about this, because I know what it's done for my family. And all those videos, everybody's just normal people. Like, everybody who, you know, and you guys get to conference. I don't know how many of you guys plan to go to conference, but like, honestly, I know a lot of you guys, I mean, you guys are all in the States, all of you guys here, I think. A lot of the Canadian girls, I mean, it costs more money to go, but just flight and everything. But are all of you guys planning on going to conference? I know they'll announce in the next couple of days, probably early September. Like, honestly, it changes everything. Events change everything.
We're like in driving distance.
Oh yeah, you guys are so close. I mean, it's crazy. And I was gonna rent a big house, and everybody who wants to stay, like, I think it'll be amazing. I mean, when I went my first time, I literally had just joined like the month before, and I had some customers, and I went as a distributor, and I came back, and I was just ready to just run. So it's just, it's really motivating. It's exciting. I've seen people go, and they go as like a Ruby, which is still great, of course. And they come back, and 2 months later, they're like a double diamond. So it's, you know, I went and as a distributor, and a couple months later I went diamond, and you know, it's really exciting. So definitely go to conference, definitely. But yeah, great that you guys are all on here.
And we have that Atlanta trip not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That's super close. It's like 4.5 hours away, I think. We're going to stay that Saturday night. It's from 12 to 5, like the event. So, I mean, if you wanted to drive home, you could, I guess. But that's going to be huge to go to. Just being able to listen. When I went to Odom over, I forget where, Panama or Pensacola, somewhere over there.
Destin.
It's huge just listening like to some of the top earners. I mean, I think she was a double diamond, and like they put like the averages up like on the screen of like an average of what a double diamond makes, and she was like, y'all look at that, like I make 4 times that. So just being able to like listen to those kind of people, like whatever they're doing is obviously working. Like, so I want to follow what they're doing, and I want to see firsthand what they're doing, and they'll tell you exactly what they're doing every day. They'll walk you step by step what they do through their day. So mimic that. I mean, do what they're doing. A lot of like Jade Hooper, Jocelyn Yates, those type of videos, they tell you exactly what they do. They walk you through their wording with the customers. So when a lot of people tell me they've done everything and they can't seem to get a customer, you haven't done everything because you haven't got that customer yet. Just be sure to keep watching those training videos. Watch different ones. They all have different ways of doing things. So if one thing isn't working, try something new. One way doesn't work for everybody. There's different ways to do it. What one person, the wording for one person might work, but put things like into your own words also. People are going to know if it's scripted. Be honest with them. Be truthful. Yeah, especially when talking to potential distributors. Because people know when you're just trying to sell them something or get them on your team. Like I always tell people, I'm like not that you need this, but they'll just tell you, you know. So especially when you know it'll really truly help somebody, then I work like 10 times harder to get them on my team sometimes, because you know just what it can do for them. Even just being able to pay their electric bill with that money, you know, it can do a lot. That $100 a month can do a lot for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any questions?
And you know what, Tori, when you're saying about the double diamond, I know some double diamonds that are like top earners. So that is just a small average. I know lots of diamonds on this team are making like over, I mean, like Tori, you're like so close to double. It's crazy. But there's so many girls that are, I mean, for example, myself as well, like that is just an average. So the more people that you enroll, the more people that, you know, you bring into your business, customers, volume, you're getting paid on all that. And once you go diamond, you get all those extra bonuses and cabs, and it's crazy. So, yeah, it's exciting how our compensation plan works.
Yeah, like I always say what you're going to be. Next month, I am going double diamond. Like no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm going double. Matt's going diamond. Like
That's amazing.
there's no ifs about it. Like it's going to happen. Like it's going to happen. So
and it does. And write it down. Like write it down. I cannot tell you. People who don't have their charts out, you guys, it's everything. Having everything written down and just like what you want to make happen. I mean, I know some of these people make these huge, big dream boards. I mean, that's great if you want to do that, but I love the charts. I know where every single person is on my downline. I mean, there's lots of people, but doesn't mean that they're all working. So, but I have everybody in all of my charts. I know, I mean, you could ask me anybody right now. I mean, I'm not going to know their exact volumes, but all the girls who are promoting right now, I know where everybody is. I know what everything is. It's all like locked into my brain. So know where everybody is, know where, you know, what you need for your promotion. And, you know, I've seen people get 5 distributors in like their last week to make a huge promotion happen, you know, so work with your team, you know. So I don't know if you guys saw those videos I put up on the training page about the One Team, One Mission. Our presidential diamond, Jackie, was there. One of my diamonds was there. And just hearing like Christina Watts' story and just, I mean, these people are just totally normal people. Like, you know, you're not going to get there. Imagine everybody that we signed up worked. I mean, we'd all be ambassador diamonds by now, you know? And so that doesn't happen like that, you know? So you just need a couple people like working with you, you know? Like, I mean, I have my runners, I have my amazing leaders, you know, like Tori and Chelsea and a bunch of my girls. And I'm super grateful for those girls, like all of them, because you can't do this on your own. you know? So you need to find those people who are going to run with you.
Yeah, if somebody's not working, I don't want to say don't pressure, but don't not waste your energy. I don't even know how to say it. I'll say this. The first, probably 2 of the first 10 people that I signed up do not work their business. When I say don't work their business, I mean they don't even answer when I message them. So I kind of backed off messaging them as much because literally like 8 of my first 10 people don't even do this anymore. You're going to find your runners. You're going to find your rock stars. They're the ones still watching you to see if you're going to succeed. Show them that you will, and I guarantee that they'll come. And tell them too, you know, go after them, but they're still watching you. Stay consistent. If you're not consistent in your business, if you're not staying excited about it, then other people will not be excited about your business either. Stay consistent on Facebook. Use the 3-3 rule. If you're not posting a couple times a day, guys, people, I don't want to say are going to forget about you, but if somebody else comes along and they are being consistent, then they're going to go to them to order. They're going to forget you were even a distributor.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your name out there. Let people know you're a distributor. I mean, look at any of our Facebook anytime, and probably the first thing you're going to see is something about it works. There's going to be like a green heart or something like that. It just kind of reminds people that you are still there. You are still doing it. You're still taking it seriously. I know when I first joined, people made fun of me. They're still making fun of me, people that I work with, and people won't get it. You know, you're told to go to school and get a 9-to-5 job, but there's so many other ways. Network marketing is probably the best way, in my opinion. You can be home with your babies, and you're in charge of your own time. You work the business when you want to. You're not on somebody else's paycheck.
Absolutely. And showing that being you're passionate and consistent. I've had so many people join with me over other people because they just didn't think that other person was serious about their business. Mm-hmm. And people who are even with like Presidential Diamonds and they didn't know about other products and they basically signed them up as customers and they came to me to sign up as a distributor. So always take care of people and build relationships because people are going to join people. I mean, I'd rather join someone who was just starting out than an ambassador diamond who, is where they need to be and they have so many people and, so, there's so many up and comers right now, like even people on here, of course, people on here right now. And like, it doesn't matter what rank you are. I mean, there's girls who literally just started and they might only have a couple customers as distributors and I can tell that they're already going to be amazing, so you want to get there the right way and you want good people, solid people on your team. And you never know who your next rock star is going to be. Like there's people who join my business I never, expected, so you never know who's watching you. Or I get messages from people I never thought of who would want to join this business. So you just never know. So, but they need to keep seeing you be excited.
Yep.
Sorry, Tori.
I mean, I had somebody, she like commented on one of my pictures, like she was interested in a product. So we started talking for a second and then she started asking about the business. So I completely just switched gears, Yeah. I mean, just by, I think it was, I don't even remember, it was some post. So just by posting that one post, she saw it and she was interested not only in ordering products, but becoming a distributor. You don't know which post somebody's going to connect with. Try to vary them up. People connect with different posts. Say you're working at home that day, post that. Somebody may, hold on 1 second. Go, Tannis.
Yeah, everybody connects with different things. So, be you, you're going to connect with the people that, you're putting that vibe out to, right? I mean, I'm not going to connect with someone who is a biker and maybe has is a guy and maybe has 10 kids or something. I mean, that's a really bad example. But what I'm saying is you're going to connect with a young mom or with someone who wants to stay home with their child or someone who I didn't want to work at my job anymore. I was a new mom and I wanted to be home with my daughter. And I mean, we have, whether you're a mom a grandma or expecting kids down the line or don't want kids, whatever. I mean, everybody joins this for different reasons. I mean, I have lots of moms on my team, but then I have also girls who hate their jobs and they want something else, So everybody's watching your posts. And I always focus on the opportunity posts and what this has done for my family. I mean, whether you're, doing really, really well or not right now, people want to see that you earned $100 bonus, People, I know so many people that hate their jobs and they're just complaining about life and everything, So people just want to see that hope that there is more for them than going to a job if they're not excited about, So it's super important to show that to people, because if they don't know, they don't know. A lot of people have no idea the type of income that you can make in direct sales, So, and unless we show them, they need to see it, right? So this is the show business, not the tell business. That's what they said in Florida, and it's so true. They want to see what you're doing. Put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, because people want to see that, So that's really important. Did anyone else have any other questions at all? I don't know what time it is. 7:45. Who else is on here? I hear a little one. But yeah, also what Joanna was saying too, I love parties. I love one-on-ones. I love meeting up with people. I try and meet up with people at least, I don't know. I do like social media though too. But I love meeting up with people. I love getting on the phone with people. Also, if you guys ever have a distributor that you need help closing, please ask, because I love, I love talking to people on the phone, and, and that whole third party is really huge. Like if they don't know the other person talking to them, I think that's really key. I love talking to people and, trying to close distributors for my team, because of course I want you guys growing as well. I want my entire team growing. So that's super important. Did anyone else have any other questions? I don't know where Tori went.
I hope nothing's wrong with Mason.
Yeah, I know. She
bolted.
She bolted. She's trying to get rid of us. But you guys are all doing awesome. I think it's great when everybody gets on these Zooms too. I invited myself on the Zoom tonight. But I mean, I wanted Tori to use, anytime you guys want to do a Zoom with your team or, with one of the leaders or something, I love getting on coaching calls with people. I love getting on, Zooms and stuff, because sometimes I get so many messages. I'd much rather just talk to people on the phone, because it's sometimes when you're messaging back and forth with someone, it's, you could just rather get on the phone instead. It's a lot easier. But I will tell you guys, the fall gets amazing. Like going from last summer into the fall was like crazy. Everybody's excited. Everybody's excited for like to be a new them, and whether it's to lose weight or start a new venture, with the business, or take new products, or, get excited about just going into the fall. It's like, it's really exciting how booming my business got last fall. So I will tell you guys that like September is really exciting. So I know some people kind of complained about August, but it's basically done with now. And I mean, a lot of you guys are still, I don't know if anyone on here is working still on a couple promotions, but lots can happen in the last couple of days too. I have a couple girls promoting to Diamond, and I know they're pushing away right now. So I remember what month end was like when you're working for a promotion. So whether you're a distributor right now, or, you're pushing for executive or Ruby, or if you want to go Diamond in the next couple months, I think that they're going to continue on maybe with the Diamond bonus. I'm not sure, but they always come out with new things. I mean, oh, look at all the babies everywhere. They're so cute. If I had mine in front of me right now, she'd be like all over the place. But, I will say, you guys, I love the incentives that this company has. No other company has like bonuses and, gives all these, weekly fast starts and all that stuff. So it's great. Like I got one the other day and wasn't even expecting it. So that was nice. That was really nice. So You know, it's important to tell distributors that too, potentials, like all these extra ways that we're paid. You know, of course we're paid our monthly commission, but we also have these bonuses. I'm getting paid out on all these bonuses that I earned this past year, and it's just added on to my paycheck every month. But it's huge. It's huge to have that extra like 40 something thousand added onto your paycheck every month. So, and they're going to bring out the good bonuses again too. And that's exciting. I mean, this $5,000 bonus right now is really exciting. I think they're going to carry it out into the fall. I think they'll do something for sure. So, hey, that's an extra. I think they carry it out for 5 months, or I'm not sure. 6 months? Not sure. I should know this. I think it's like $500 a month extra added onto your, which is really good. So, and I like being paid in American dollars because it's really good for us Canadians. So, but did anyone else have any other questions or anything? Oh, look at all the babies. We should get them all talking and FaceTiming each other. Look at them all. So cute. Aww. And I really recommend you guys, if you haven't done a launch party, I really liked doing launch parties and one-on-ones with people. Like when I was promoting to Diamond, I want to start back doing that again, but I'm just trying to organize myself a little better and have more time available. But I love one-on-ones. Like I love doing launch parties. And hey, if you have a party and nobody shows up, just do another one. It's just totally normal. I had a girl who was upset that nobody showed up to her launch party. And I'm like, just do another one. People are busy. People have kids. People have jobs, or they're just busy, you know? So online parties are great too. Had another team one right away too for you guys. Was that Tori? No? Saw something. Anyways, do anyone else have anything else they want to talk about quick? And then I'll end this off for Tori. I hope everything's okay. And I'm also recording it, you guys, and I'll put it up on YouTube, and she can share it on the page or to you guys.
The last thing that I wanted to say, Tan.
Yeah.
I have a lot of girls that are struggling to get LCs.
Okay.
Especially their first 4 in their 30 days. And the best advice that I can give on that would be to reach out to your upline, whoever enrolled you, and ask for help with wording and verbiage, because I was world's worst when I started about just being so excited and just info overloading and just
I was like
on
that
and
too.
on and on. And they call it word vomit. And let me tell you, like it does not work, and you will not get anywhere with it.
You scare them off. Yeah.
If you're not getting anywhere on your own, like reach out to your upline and send them screenshots. Even if it's me, like send it to me. I don't care. And say, what do I say to this?
Yeah.
What do I respond to this? And we will help you. Every single girl on my team that got their first 4 in their first 30 days, every single one of them have done that. They have all reached out to me and said, help me talk to this person.
Yeah, because you don't know what to say. You're new. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't try to do it on your own. Like that's what we're here for.
Oh, for sure. And I will say, being super confident, whether you do or not, whether you know about the product or not, like just fake how confident, like you can't be like, oh, I'm not sure. Oh, like be like, oh yeah, this product's amazing, but less is more. If you give them too much information, oh my gosh, it's not good. Because then if you've given them all the information, they don't have to reply to you, So I had a new girl who asked them about the wraps. She didn't know. And then on her Facebook post, she basically wrote the longest paragraph about what the wraps did. And I messaged her quickly. I'm like, hey, hun, just delete that and message her and give her short. Because, then everybody's seeing that post. She's just given all the information, right? So none of those people have to message you. And, of course, you want them to message you, right? So she honestly just, she didn't know. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, gosh, don't be sorry. I just want to help her. She's another girl on my downline. And then she just asked me for help on what to say. So short and sweet, let them ask you questions and then you reply. That's what I mean. But yeah, it took me my 30 days to get my 4 customers, and one of them were my parents, so I feel some of these people who get their 4 customers right away, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Because I think it takes most people longer to get their 4 customers. And then, like 2.5 months later, I went diamond. So, I mean, you just don't worry so much focusing on what you're not strong at. If you need help, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I bring in distributors lots. And then I have a harder time bringing in customers because I focus so much on the distributor side, right? But then when I change what I'm doing, I know coming in the fall now, I feel like summer people might not be so wanting to get into weight loss and everything. I mean, yeah, people still do. And, we still sell a lot of the products. We actually had a lot of customers come in. But, don't worry if you haven't brought in enough people or the people that you wanted to bring in. Just focus on your steps to success. You don't get in trouble if you don't bring in your 4 customers, your 3 distributors, but that's basically your goal every month. If you can bring in, a couple distributors, or even if you're helping your downline bring in distributors, like I know lots of girls who are really good at helping their teams, but they might not necessarily be bringing in people, right? But focusing on your team and helping them bring in distributors and customers. I know I help my downline a lot bringing in customers because, I want to help them. I want them to get their, to be fast tracked to get their first 2 customers in 30 days. And it's really important. You want to get your 4 too. If you don't, you just can't get your Ruby bonus. You can get all other bonuses, but not everybody's going to go Ruby in 2 months. So don't compare yourself to someone who's gone Ruby in 2 months. I missed it, I ended up, going diamond like a month and a half after that. So don't worry about if you missed out on the Ruby bonus. I think it's great, the girls who get the Ruby bonuses, but a lot don't. So don't worry about that if you didn't. Not that I'm not celebrating the girls that did, because it's great that you did. But yeah, don't worry. Focus on your strengths. And like Joanna said, if something isn't working, change what you're doing, because obviously you don't want to keep doing the same thing if it's not working for you. Does anyone else have anything they wanted to chat about quickly? Look at all the little babies looking at me. They're all so cute. Aw. Randy, your little one's cute.
I see 3 just on my screen.
Thank you.
They're all so cute. And Jamie's little one. Aw, look at them. How old are they?
Henley's 11 months.
So cute.
Thank
Randy,
you.
how old's yours?
11 months old.
Aw. Look at the babies. And Joanna, how old's your little guy now?
8 months.
Aw, look at him. Hi. Aw. All right, well, I hope everything's okay with Tori.
I just got a text from her. Mason has a humongous egg that looks like almost like a golf ball on his head. So something must have happened. He must have fell or something.
Oh, no.
Poor guy.
Okay, well, poor little guy. Okay, guys, well, if anyone else has any other questions, I'm going to upload this for Tori, and she can put it on the team page or message you guys or however you guys. I like recording all the Zooms just because I think it's good to go in and later on and just kind of see. And all the other Zooms that we've had so far, they're all up on the team page and they're on YouTube. So I want to record them all now, and I get my husband to upload them on YouTube. So does anyone have any last quick questions, or you guys are good? Yeah? All right, guys. Thanks, guys. Have a good end of month, or still, push on those last couple of customers or anyone you're trying to close. You guys, as you know, the best time to bring in distributors is the second of the month, just because they get that whole extra month basically to go Ruby, and that's good for you too. So I hope you guys have a good night. Okay? Bye.